Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. We begin with item 7, a public hearing on a supplemental appropriation to the county government's FY21 operating budget for Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service, Montgomery County Volunteer Fire and Rescue Association, in the amount of $1,746,190. Action is tentatively scheduled for June 29th. Persons wishing to submit additional material for the council's consideration should do so before the close of business on June 23rd. Each individual will have 2 minutes to speak, and individuals will be alerted as they approach their 2 minutes and may be disconnected. Ms. Kennedy, could you please introduce the speakers for this public hearing?
Good afternoon. Our first speaker today is Eric Bernard. Mr. Bernard, you have 2 minutes. You may begin when you're ready.
Good afternoon. I'm Eric Bernard, Executive Director of the Montgomery County Volunteer Fire Rescue Association, an almost 100-year-old volunteer advocacy group representing the 19 volunteer departments in the county. Working alongside our career sisters and brothers day and night, with over 1,500 certified first responders, we fill every role, every rank, and every aspect of the fire service. These roles expanded greatly during the pandemic, including at times staffing 14 additional EMS units to the daily complement, and during daytime hours when most people work their full-time jobs. Volunteer participation, which has been quite significant every year, increased by some 40%. From January through June of 2020, our volunteer staffed an incredible 245,786 hours while on units, according to the county's records. Over 750 individuals, volunteers participated, staffing units and riding calls during the pandemic. Now, these numbers don't include recruits, trainees, administrative members, or auxiliary members. In the last 15 years, our organization, utilizing 8 federal grants successfully written by this association, assumed recruiting efforts from the county, assisting our 19 departments, and we've recruited over 50% females and 50% minorities. Your volunteers gained the right to collectively bargain with the county over 19 years ago. We've successfully negotiated 6 multi-year agreements, negotiating everything from LoSAP to annual nominal fee. And when this pandemic hit, we requested bargaining. County Executive Elrich, the staff, county's chief negotiator, Bill Scott, and their team worked respectfully, thoroughly, and they were tough. After months of work, we signed 2 detailed MOUs. This is a novel approach and benefit, well earned by your volunteer emergency responder. The county believes many of these expenses will be reimbursed. The following volunteers share their stories, experiences, and thoughts with you. They are compelling, they are heart-wrenching, and recent. And again, they're all volunteers from our diverse community, serving every day in every role in our combined service. One of them was in the Capitol on January 6th, staffing one of our county ambulances, treating police officers while the insurrection raged around him. He received no fanfare, no thanks, and no paycheck.
Mr. Bernard, so sorry to interrupt, but your time is up. Thank you so much for your testimony.
Thank you.
Our next speaker is Christopher Hallock. Mr. Hallock, you have 2 minutes and you may begin when you're ready.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, and thank you all for allowing me to address you today. My name is Christopher Hallock, and I currently serve as a lieutenant with the Rockville Volunteer Fire Department, and I'm 23 years old. I've been a member here for almost 8 years now, joining on my 16th birthday in July of 2013. I currently live at Station 3 in downtown Rockville as a live-in member of the department, which means I have a room upstairs at the firehouse and I staff fire apparatus during the evenings and weekends. I would like to thank County Executive Mark Ulrich for bargaining and supporting the volunteers who served through the COVID-19 pandemic and continue to do so. I also want to thank the County Council members for considering the supplemental budget request, and I fully support the amendment. As I stated earlier, I've been a member for almost 8 years now, but I've been a live-in member living at the firehouse for 4 years since 2017. Since I live at the fire station, I'm expected to staff apparatus more frequently than our normal membership. In the year of 2020, I logged 4,159 standby hours of staffing frontline emergency apparatus. To put this into perspective, working 40 hours per week for 50 weeks in 2020 at my full-time career job, I worked 2,000 hours. As a lieutenant of the department, and actually the youngest in the county I may add, I was a unit officer of fire trucks that would leave the fire station responding to emergency calls, with the responsibility of managing and directing my crew in the incident. In 2020, I collected the COVID nominal fee that was approved by the council, and I'm extremely grateful for this. While working full-time and also voluntarily staffing emergency apparatus serving Rockville and the county, I was also finishing my master's degree at the University of Maryland. And I am pleased to share that I graduated with my Master of Engineering degree in Fire Protection Engineering from the University of Maryland last month. The COVID nominal fee that I collected last year and hoping to this year greatly supported my financial costs for my degree, and I'm entirely grateful for the County Executive and Council for your continued support of the volunteers in Montgomery County. Thank you all.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Our next speaker is Jorge Alfaro. Mr. Alfaro, you have 2 minutes for your testimony.
My name is Jorge Alfaro. I'm a lieutenant in the Station 2 Tacoma Park Volunteer Fire Department. I've been volunteer many years. I have a job also as well. I spend all the weekends from Saturday 4 p.m. to Monday morning. Being an ambulance and EMT provider. I put over 20,000 hours in a few years, and I have the governor of Maryland give me a commendation to be an EMT of the year, and I think it's 2 years ago. I really do this volunteer. I love what I'm doing. My whole family is involved in the fire system. The money that I get when they help me with some of my bills because the COVID, we gotta cut some hours of work, and so that helped me a lot. I still doing it. I love what I'm doing. I support this bill. Hopefully, everybody will, and that's all I can say.
Thank you for your testimony, sir. Our next speaker is Niecy Powell. Niecy, you have 2 minutes for your testimony. You may begin when you're ready.
Hi, everybody. My name is Niecy Powell. I'm a volunteer EMT at the Tacoma Park Volunteer Fire Department Station 2. Going on about 4 years. I live in Wheaton, and I work at the Safe Passage Center with families affected by domestic violence. First of all, I'd like to thank the county executive for the support he's shown to the volunteers throughout this time. And I'd like to thank the council for considering this amendment, which is an awesome example of how much the county appreciates its volunteer fire rescue. During the pandemic, I started out riding the COVID surge ambulances, which was really the first indicator that we were in it for the long haul based on what we were seeing. After the surge units ended, I've continued riding about 20 to 36 hours per week on my regular ambulance at Tacoma Park Volunteer Fire Department Station 2. We got the COVID calls, and we get the violence, the overdoses, all that other good stuff that has come with the pandemic. One call that really struck me was a young woman who was unfortunately stabbed in front of her children during a domestic altercation. When we arrived, the attacker was present. The victim was unresponsive on the ground, obviously bleeding, in bad shape, and the children were hysterical. Because of our intervention as volunteers and the trauma center's interventions, she recovered. She's back with her children and receiving support. And most importantly, those kids still have their mom. And I'm proud to have been part of that. I'm also just proud overall to have served alongside my fellow volunteers during this pandemic. And I'm really grateful to be part of a county that recognizes and honors your sacrifices. The COVID nominal fee already made a difference for me, helped me get a new car after mine was unfortunately totaled. So that was awesome. And I know it'll make a difference for my fellow volunteers too, as we continue to serve this county throughout the remainder of the pandemic and throughout whatever comes next. And thank you all very much for your time and for your consideration. That's all I got.
Thank you so much for your testimony. Our next speaker today is Buddy Sutton. Mr. Sutton, you have 2 minutes for your testimony, and you may begin when you're ready.
There we are. Thank you very much for this opportunity to speak in front of council. I first want to say that I am the volunteer fire chief with Laytonville District Volunteer Fire Department, and I'm also the president of the Montgomery County Volunteer Fire and Rescue Association. I thank this council for taking this opportunity to listen to our testimonies. And I want to thank the county executive for his support through this whole time, through this pandemic. His leadership has been outstanding, and we look very forward to the continuous leadership that he has been giving us. Chief Goldstein, this is a combination system. He has worked through this with us and made it very possible for us to be safe to the community and safe for the volunteers, as well as the career staff. For those who don't know, I drive a tractor trailer for Giant Food, the grocery store chain. So I too has been very, very busy. but it's also important for me as a leader to be involved with the firehouse on a day-to-day basis in the operations. I've had to work with our volunteers and the career staff that works at Laytonville to go over concerns and issues that they've had during this pandemic. But again, I can tell you, the volunteers have stepped up as they do in all cases, whether it's a snowstorm, a thunderstorm, a big event. And for talking about the Capitol and what happened down there a couple months ago, there was a whole group of volunteers with apparatus were standing by, prepared to do whatever had to be done that event or the days to follow. It's just an example of what the volunteers do on a daily basis in Montgomery County. I could not be more prouder to be associated with the men and women, the volunteers that give their time and dedication to the citizens of Montgomery County. This is a great, great combination system, something we all can be proud and be very much involved with. One thing that we have in Montgomery County that no one else does in this country is abiding agreement with the local government. That's a testimony of the support that the Montgomery County Council and the government gives to the volunteers. The support that they show is outstanding. During COVID, I had one young man that was exposed 3 different times. And as days went on, he understood the importance of what he was doing in his role. The safety stuff we were doing, the stuff that was provided for us for safety was beyond what anybody could have thought of. The continuous communications with everybody, the continuous Zoom calls to see how everybody was doing, the leadership that we were seeing, and the things that were happening were very, very positive things for us to continue to move forward. And
Mr. Sutton, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but your time is up, sir. Thank you so much for your testimony.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our next speaker today is Joseph Johnson. Mr. Johnson, you have 2 minutes and you may begin when you're ready.
Hi, I'm Joseph. I've been a firefighter and EMT at the Bethesda Chevy Chase Rescue Squad since I was in high school, the summer of my junior year, so about 3 years ago. I actually currently live at the fire station and have for the past 1.5 years. And I think that, again, like what Buddy Sutton was saying, it's really like seeing how the volunteers stepped up during this pandemic is really a testament to how strong of a volunteer corps we have in Montgomery County. And that's due to the support that we have from our local county government, the integration that we have and the support through things like this nominal fee and things like just like the regular LoSAP benefits that we get. As a volunteer and as a live-in volunteer, last year I responded to about 400 emergency calls for service and volunteered about 2,600 hours, averaging out about 48 to 60 hours a week. And that's just, I'm just one volunteer. There's dozens of volunteers in Montgomery County that do this because we love to do it. And there's dozens of volunteers that will make the similar sacrifices to ensure that the residents of Montgomery County have the best possible service that they could have. And you see that with things like surge staffing. During the pandemic, the volunteers at Rescue 1, where I'm at, and the volunteers at Station 3, the volunteers at Station 11 down in Glen Echo, in Tacoma Park, in Silver Spring, all provided extra EMS support to ensure that the county had adequate staffing to respond to a global pandemic occurring within our county. And so much of us, again, sacrifice so much, and we're so happy to do so. And I'd just like to thank the county council for giving us the support that we need to do that, and giving us the support to continue to volunteer and continue to serve our communities in the ways that we love to do so.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Our next speaker today is Israel Ahama. Mr. Ahama, you have 2 minutes for your testimony and you may begin.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for allowing me to address you this afternoon. I'm Israel Ahama, and I'm an EMT at Rockville Station 3, where I've been a member for 6 years. I'm a resident of Rockville and also a third-year medical student, currently doing my clinical rotations in Warren, Ohio. I would like to thank the county executive for supporting the volunteers who served valiantly during the pandemic. Also, thanks to the council members for considering this supplemental budget request. I fully support this amendment because I'm convinced that it will be a great support for many volunteers who, despite the challenges of this pandemic, remain faithful to their commitment to serving the community. I serve by riding about 4 nights every week and also 3 days, and totaling about 25 to 2,600 hours, and I responded to hundreds of calls. Our commitment goes above and beyond the expectations. I responded to the Capitol on January 6th, along with 2 other volunteers from my station, and we treated police officers and other agents inside the premises of the Capitol. We transferred them to the EMS crews that were outside and were transported to the hospitals. We did them from between 5 p.m. till about midnight. And it was a really, really bloody and scary war scene among broken windows and glasses and thousands of police officers laying and sitting on the ground. But we proudly served without protection. We ignored the threats against our own lives. As a medical student unable to work, the COVID nominal fee has been a great help. It helped me pay some of my bills. Thank you once again for considering this amendment. It will be greatly appreciated by the hundreds of volunteers who will sacrifice for the community and for the nation every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ahama. Mr. President, that wraps up the speakers for this public hearing.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kennedy. I just want to say it's really impressive testimony. Mr. Ahama, thank you so much for your sacrifice and heroism defending our Capitol and that of all your brothers and sisters that serve us on January 6th. All of you, I know we're all very grateful for all your sacrifices, your heroism, 365 days a year, but particularly during this really difficult time this year. You all signed up to put your lives and your health at risk every day. I know that's nothing new, but it was the threats were even more acute this year. Not only when we didn't have vaccines available, but when we didn't even have PPE available at the very beginning of this crisis. So I know all of us are grateful for all your hard work and your sacrifice and your service, and we're eager to approve the supplemental appropriations, the least we could do. So with that, the public hearing is now closed. Item 8 is a public hearing on Bill 1721, Police Community Informed Police Training. This bill would require the police department to collaborate with local educational partners regarding police cadet recruitment and police training, provide for the continuing education of police officers, and generally amend laws regarding policing, police recruitment, and police training. Public Safety Committee work session is tentatively scheduled for July 22nd, and persons wishing to submit additional testimony for the council's consideration should do so before the close of business on July 16th. Ms. Kennedy, could you introduce the speakers for this public hearing, please?
Yes, our first speaker today is Caroline Sturgis. She will be also speaking to item number 9, so she has 4 minutes. Ms. Sturgis, you may begin when you're ready.
Good afternoon. Greetings, Council President and Council members. I am. Hello? Yes.
Welcome, welcome, Ms. Sturgis. Good to see you.
Great, thank you. I am ACAO Caroline Sturgis. I appear before you on behalf of County Executive Mark Elridge regarding Bill 1721. The County Executive supports the concept of this bill, but he has concerns with the way it is currently structured, as it may have unintended consequences. The Executive supports community-informed police training by including it in the Police Academy training for new officers and mandating it throughout annual refreshers of the training program through in-service training for all police officers. This training should not be a prerequisite for entering into the Police Academy. The bill, as proposed, places a financial burden on potential applicants by requiring completion of a lengthy course before being hired by the police department. The police department is concerned that it could deter qualified applicants. The Executive supports the need for improved police recruiting and training, which are the focus of the bill. Last year, the County Executive launched an independent audit of the police department, and a soon-to-be-released preliminary report provides recommendations to enhance both recruiting and training. The police department audit preliminary report will be available at the end of this month. That will be next week. The executive is committed to implementing the recommendations offered by the independent consultant that are evidence-based best practices. I will now move on to testimony for Bill 1821. The county executive supports this bill. The bill provides for a random review of body-worn camera recordings by the police department, requires the department's internal affairs division to report certain internal investigations to the police chief, and requires the chief to support some of those investigations to the county executive and county council. Last year, the county executive launched an independent audit of the police department, and two of the areas of focus being evaluated right now are internal affairs and use of force. The preliminary report includes recommendations to enhance both of these areas, including an internal auditing protocol for body-worn camera and other force-related videos. The police department preliminary audit report will be available next week. The county executive is committed to implementing the recommendations offered by the independent consultant. Thank you for your time this afternoon.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker today is Dr. Sanjay Ray. Dr. Ray, you have 2 minutes for your testimony. You may begin when you're ready.
Good afternoon, members of the Montgomery County Council. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today in support of Bill 1721, Community Informed Police Training. Garde de bien, or guard well, is worn on the sleeve of every police officer in Montgomery County. This important calling to guard well cannot be left solely to the brave men and women of Montgomery County's police department. It takes all of us to ensure our community is a safe, healthy, and a vibrant place. At Montgomery College, we understand that our faculty and staff who help educate and train the next generation of police officers must do our part to help ensure officers have all the knowledge, skills, and abilities they need to succeed in guarding our community. That is why we joined in helping create this community-informed police training. With the heightened awareness of inequities in policing this past year, faculty began to review our criminal justice programs. We wanted to be sure our curriculum is relevant and includes the elements of our community and police department needs. An array of faculty and staff began to think about the college's role in training and educating police officers. We think that in partnership with the county, this community-informed police training will help develop police officers with deeper competencies in race equity perspectives. Officers will hone skills in mediation, conflict resolution, de-escalation, and communication. Without question, this partnership would become a national model, and it will help Montgomery County be a safer place where all are guarded well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ray. Our next speaker is Dr. Andre Brown. Dr. Brown, you also have 2 minutes for your testimony. You may begin when you're ready.
Good afternoon, members of the Montgomery County Council, and thank you for the opportunity to testify today. My name is Dr. Andre Brown. I'm a professor of psychology at Montgomery College. I'm here today to testify in support of community-informed police training, Bill 1721. Over the past few years, the Montgomery College community has engaged in a deeper reflection on what it truly means to be the college of this diverse community. Montgomery College truly reflects this community with a diversity of thought and perspectives, as well as ethnicity, race, gender, and socioeconomic status. Because our institution is deeply rooted in the county, MC faculty and staff took pride in developing a plan to help further expand and deepen our community connections. We were pleased to be able to develop resources for Montgomery County Police Department, which is a training and education to address some of the most pressing issues impacting America and the county, which include systemic racism, police violence, and suppression of poor, Black, brown, and marginalized people. We knew that this work could help all members of our community. With this program together, we can shift the texture and fabric of Montgomery County for generations. MC has about 600 students preparing for law enforcement and criminal justice careers with either an associate's degree or plans to transfer and earn a bachelor's degree. About 3/4 of the students who graduate from MC stay in the county. We are a college of the community right here in the community. With this partnership, the college will extend the trainings of police recruits and officers, giving them access to education beyond the walls of the department. We will also be able to share best practices, evaluate and revise what a strong community-based police force looks like, while considering all the perspectives in the community, strengthening accountability. My mother once told me, you got this book sense, you better do something with it. Implementing this partnership and training will allow us to use our community's collective book sense and create a transformational, stronger, and better Montgomery County. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. Our next speaker will be Lee Holland, who will also be speaking to number 9 and 10. Mr. Holland, you will have 4 minutes for your testimony, and you may begin when you're ready.
You're on mute.
I'm sorry, did you get me now?
Yes, we have
Hi.
you.
President Hucker, members of the County Council, I'm Lee Holland. I'm the Vice President of FOP Lodge 35, and I'm here to testify on the next 3 bills, 1721, 1821, and 1921. Lodge 35 supports the concept of Bill 1721, the Community Informed Police Training, but believes that required training pre-hire could cause even greater issues with recruitment. We all know that recruitment here and across this country is at an all-time low. Local law enforcement agencies draw from the same pool of applicants. To add another layer of requirements from Montgomery County and at the applicant's expense will make it even harder for the county to attract qualified candidates. The required topics in this bill are already taught at our academy, and Lodge 35 will support an amendment to increase the training on these topics for recruits in the academy. When it comes to providing additional continuing education for current officers, there will be a cost that may be substantial to the county. The department is already understaffed. On average, there are more than 5 officers leaving each month. In addition to our already 4 hours of in-service training a year, an additional could cause increase of overtime to safely patrol our community. Again, Lodge 35 always supports more training for its members, though we must be mindful for the resources we have. For Bill 1821, Lodge 35 appreciates the willingness for Council President Hucker to work with all stakeholders, including FOP Lodge 35, on this bill. We support this bill as written. Although Bill 1821 should have been a policy implemented by the executive branch, we are here today because of an unfortunate event that showed the lack of reporting within the police department. As currently written, Bill 1821 aligns with our collective bargaining agreement and strengthens our current body-worn camera program. Lodge 35 proposed body-worn cameras for all officers in 2015. To this day, not all officers have access to a body-worn camera while they're on duty in uniform. Just as important, the ability to conduct purely random reviews are already allowed within our collective bargaining agreement. To strengthen our program and to make sure all random checks are done without bias, it is imperative that the county upgrades to Axon performance software to allow for computer-generated audits and searches. The performance software is highly recommended by the body-worn camera manufacturer Axon and appears to be a best practice. This bill also improves the timeline for internal affairs investigations, which benefits both the officer and the complainant. Although we would like to see an intake investigation take 90 days or less, the requirements as written in this bill are a big step forward from our current 240 plus days it takes to complete an investigation. Bill 1921, Lodge 35 supports this bill with one exception, the singling out of police officers. The only employee to have their names published in these reports are police officers. As written, this appears to target police officers who work for this county like any other employee. We urge this council to amend this bill to remove the naming of individual officers in those reports. I appreciate your time and willingness to hear my testimony. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Holland. Our next speaker is Stephanie Guttermson. Ms. Guttermson, you have 4 minutes because you are also speaking to item number 9. You may begin when you're ready.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Council. I just wanted to discuss these 2 bills. I think Lee Holland was discussing them mostly. It's not often I agree with a police officer or a member of the FOP, but I think it's a good thing that there's so many police officers quitting per year. It's very good for us. I think Lee Holland also mentioned that a lot of the stuff, a lot of the training is already included. So once again, our council has decided to write a bill without doing any basic searching or seeing if this approach works, or to see if the police already do this training. It's really quite annoying that we have to keep dealing with a council that doesn't do basic research. Studies show that any additional training actually doesn't do anything, goes in one ear, out the other. In addition to that, just like Mr. Holland was saying, you'd be wasting their time and their money, which isn't fair, and that's coming from someone who doesn't like police. So that should tell you something. I would also like to point out that the things that the police do can be done by other people. The council has not shown a reason that the police need to be armed at all times. There's a system that can be implemented to handle that. Lee mentioned that the police are being singled out in another one of these bills. Well, of course they are. They're the ones killing people. I heard a couple of firefighters here on the call today that are having trouble making ends meet, and there isn't a systemic problem of firefighters killing people. It seems to be only the police, and it might have something to do with those guns that they have that they don't need at every single call. So I think it would be best served for the county and for Mr. Juando and the other authors of the other bills to actually sit down and take a really hard look at the public safety system. And instead of proposing things that have been done to death and don't work, both of which we have evidence for, it would be good if we could actually spend our money on public safety instead of armed thugs. I would like to see some of our money go to the EMS and fire people that have been on this call saying that they can't make ends meet, but you're willing to pay cops who can't be trusted to not kill people, and we have to constantly write bills that they need to be trained to not kill people. I mean, come on, when does it end, guys? Let's be adults here and grow up and get over this propaganda, blue lives matter nonsense that you seem to believe in, and let's move on to a better system of public safety. Cops aren't a part of that. They are inherently a bad institution. You can't reform it. You can only make public safety better. And I really wish that you guys would quit wasting the public's time, your staff's time, and our money dealing with this. There are simple solutions to handling the police and the reform necessary. But if you're unwilling, as Sidney Katz is, if you're unwilling to even entertain certain ideas, then your minds are being closed and you're not actually working in the best interest of the county. You're working in the best interest of your own politics. I would hope that Mr. Katz could open his mind a little bit, and I wish Mr. Juando would have done a little bit of searching, done a little bit of research to find out that his bill is useless and has been done and tried before and will fail. I would like to see actual action here. And the fact that you guys can't seem to get that together is quite sad. I yield my time.
Thank you for your testimony. Mr. President, that wraps up the speakers for this public hearing.
Thank you, Ms. Kennedy. Ms. Gutterbson, I would urge you in future testimony to stick to the policy at hand and not insult council members.
I wasn't.
The next item is a public hearing on Bill 1721. I'm sorry, this public hearing is now closed. Item 9 is a public hearing on Bill 1821, Police Internal Affairs Procedures and Reporting Requirements. This bill would require the issuance of body-worn cameras, require the internal review of certain body-worn camera recordings, require review by the Internal Affairs Division of certain body-worn camera recordings, and require the internal reporting of certain investigations to the Chief of Police. It would also require the reporting of certain investigations, investigative files, and body-worn camera recordings to the county executive, the county council, and the state's attorney. require maintenance of a log of each time a body-worn camera recording is accessed or redacted, and generally amend the law governing policing, body-worn camera recordings, and police internal affairs. A public safety work session is tentatively scheduled for July 22nd. Persons wishing to submit additional material for the council's consideration should do so before the close of business on July 16th. Ms. Kennedy, could you introduce the speakers for this public hearing, please?
Yes, our first speaker for this hearing is Robert Landau. Mr. Landau, you have 2 minutes for your testimony. You may begin when you're ready.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon. My name is Robert Landau. I'm testifying for Roberto Martinez, a criminal defense attorney who couldn't be here this afternoon, and for the Silver Springs Justice Coalition, a coalition of community members, faith groups, and civil and human rights organizations from throughout Montgomery County. Body-worn cameras recorded officers killing Robert Wright and Finian Burry, as well as officers terrorizing a 5-year-old child. Yet all of these officers remain on active duty. Mr. Martinez knows from his work that months after killing Mr. White, Officer Bajadar abused and illegally arrested another county resident, but he remains on active duty. These cases illustrate that reviews of body-worn camera footage have little impact, especially not in the current form. For this reason, the SSJC opposes Bill 1821 unless it includes a number of amendments to increase transparency and accountability, such as all reviews of body-worn camera recordings must be conducted by the Internal Affairs Division, and random reviews must have parameters beyond the word random, such as a specific percentage of recordings taking place with a specific frequency and a specific time period. Require additional random reviews of recordings of officers with prior misconduct complaints. Require review of IAD of the recordings of any alleged incident that forms the basis of any misconduct complaint. Create a mechanism for releasing body-worn camera recordings for the public, and the Office of, as the OLO has similarly recommended in its Racial Equity and Social Justice Impact Statement. The body-worn camera requirement must be consistent with the recently enacted state law, and it should specify that cameras must be used by plainclothesmen and undercover officers, as does the Gaithersburg requirements. All information that is provided to the county executive, county council, and state's attorney under the bill should also be published on a public dashboard to the extent permitted by law. The bill's provisions cannot be subject to collective bargaining, and only if this bill is strengthened to include far greater transparency and accountability will it have any chance of actually decreasing harm by police. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker is Faith T. Blackburn. Ms. Blackburn, you have 2 minutes for your testimony, and you may begin when you're ready.
Good afternoon, Council President Hucker and council members. Thank you for holding this hearing to receive comments on Bill 1821. The NAACP Montgomery County branch supports the overall aim and direction of this bill. Over the last year since the death of George Floyd, we have seen the important role of video recordings in general and body-worn cameras in particular in providing evidence in cases involving police use of excessive force. The consistent use of body-worn cameras by police officers must be an integral part of 21st century policing and may provide a kind of transparency that leads to accountability. Bill 1821 seeks to improve police accountability through the random review of body-worn cameras and through the prompt reporting of serious internal affairs investigation. However, the NAACP has some concerns with the random review of body cam video. We are concerned that the essential component of random review may be undermined by the with cause provision. We believe that the product of review which reveals a failure to comply with the established policy should be used to instruct, retrain, and potentially discipline those egregious conducts. We urge you to clarify the language in the bill to assure that the randomness element is not lost. We recommend that the department be required to submit a plan for random review, which involves an algorithm which assures truly random review. The NAACP continues to be on the forefront of diminishing and promoting the de-escalation of police use of force. We believe that CB 1821 is an important step towards more accountable and transparent police policy, and we look forward to working with the council on this efforts.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker today is Heidi Rhodes. Ms. Rhodes, you have 4 minutes. You are speaking to item number 10 as well. You may begin when you're ready.
Thank you. My name is Heidi Rhodes. I live in District 5, and I'm offering this testimony on behalf of Jews United for Justice. Last week, we read the Torah portion, Hukot, where God tells Moses to order a rock to bring forth water to address the community's desperate need for water. Rather than speaking to the rock, Moses strikes it. The rock brought forth water, but Moses' decision to strike rather than speak had long-term consequences. As you all know, when we seek to meet the desperate needs of our community, the details matter as much or even more than the intent. JUFJ and our partners appreciate the introduction of Bills 1821 and 1921. However, as the Office of Legislative Oversight's racial equity impact statements on these bills outline, neither will have the desired impact on racial equity and social justice without significant amendments. I'm going to give a few short remarks on each bill here, and please refer to our written testimony for each individual bill for more details. JUFJ is opposed to Bill 1821 unless it is significantly amended. We appreciate that Council President Hucker put forward this bill to strengthen body-worn camera procedures and reporting in response to police abuse of a 5-year-old boy at East Silver Spring Elementary School. While local media covered the mother's lawsuit of this incident, it was only through body-worn camera footage that the public and our elected officials truly understood the magnitude of this horrific event. Police abuse of residents, and especially of children, must not be allowed to happen again. However, without the suggested amendments detailed in written testimony provided by Silver Spring Justice Coalition, JUFJ, and others, this bill will not prevent police from keeping misconduct hidden from the rest of the county government and the public. Bill 1821 will be difficult to enforce without more specifics regarding the random review of body-worn camera footage. In addition, there should be requirements for public reporting and publishing of misconduct investigations and release of body-worn camera footage to victims of misconduct or to the public per the newly amended Maryland Public Information Act. The bill's provisions should not be subject to collective bargaining. We also support the RESJ impact statement's recommendation that the county increase civilian oversight of internal audit investigations. Most importantly, the body-worn camera requirement in this bill should be broadened to include plainclothes and undercover officers. This would align with the new Gaithersburg City Police Department policy, which expressly requires body-worn cameras for undercover officers. Similarly, while JUFJ supports Bill 1921 as an important step towards more transparency in the handling of police misconduct claims, the amendments outlined in a written testimony are needed to achieve meaningful transparency. Amendments recommended by Silver Spring Justice Coalition, JUFJ, and others add needed specificity to where, when, and to whom the county attorney must provide notice when an allegation of police misconduct occurs, including the abolishment of non-disclosure agreements in any settlement. The county attorney should publish and regularly update at least 5 years' worth of information on the county's website on all legal claims filed against the county based on allegations of police wrongdoing. This would create a place where residents can easily find and track information regarding lawsuits filed against the county for police misconduct. We support Bill 1921 as an important step towards more transparency in the handling of police misconduct claims and urge you to support it with the suggested amendments. Thank you, and we look forward to working with the council to strengthen these important bills.
Thank you for your testimony. Mr. President, that wraps up the speakers for this public hearing.
Thank you, Ms. Kennedy. Thank you all for your testimony. This public hearing is now closed. Item 10 is a public hearing on Bill 1921, Finance Reports on Settlement Agreements. This bill would require the county attorney periodically to report to the county executive and county council regarding settlement agreements entered into by the county, require the county attorney to publish each report on the county website, and generally amend the law regarding the settlement of claims by or against the county. A Government Operations Committee work session is tentatively scheduled for July 19th. Persons wishing to submit additional material for the council's consideration should do so before the close of business on July 13th. Ms. Kennedy, please introduce the speakers for this public hearing.
Our first speaker for this hearing is Mark Hansen. Mr. Hansen, you have 2 minutes for your testimony. You may begin when you're ready.
Thank you. Council President Hucker and council members, good afternoon.
Welcome.
For the benefit of those watching, my name is Mark Hansen, and I am the county attorney. Bill 1921, as you indicated, requires the county attorney to submit an annual written report that summarizes the settlement of claims by or against the county during the prior fiscal year. The purpose of the legislation is clearly to improve transparency, and that is certainly a worthy goal. There are, however, 2 amendments that I hope the council will consider. First, I believe the bill should be amended to narrow the class of claims subject to the reporting requirement to civil rights claims. The bill's reporting requirement applies to all claims by and against the county, including, for example, workers' compensation claims and debt collection cases and code enforcement cases. This broad standard would apply to the settlement of hundreds of claims, which, if reported on an individual basis, would require the disclosure of information about individuals that many would consider to be private, especially in workers' compensation claims and debt collection cases. The council should narrow the reporting requirement to claims made against the county and its employees for alleged violations of the claimant's civil rights. The second amendment would be to increase the settlement authority of the county attorney from $5,000 to $30,000. Section 20-2, which Bill 19-21 amends, authorizes the county attorney to settle a claim for not more than $5,000. The $5,000 amount was set in 1978. In today's dollars, $5,000 in 1978 is now worth $20,500. Moreover, the jurisdictional amount in the Maryland District Court is now set at $30,000. In light of these factors, I request the council amend the bill to increase the county attorney's authority to $30,000. The county executive generally supports this Bill 19-21, along with the amendments that I have just described. I look forward to working with the council on this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hansen. Our next speaker is Ilhan Caghari. Ms. Caghari, you have 2 minutes for your testimony, and you begin when you're ready.
My name is Ilhan Caghari, and I'm testifying on behalf of the Silver Spring Justice Coalition, a coalition of community members, faith groups, and civil and human rights organizations from throughout Montgomery County. We envision a state and county where community and individual needs for safety are met while harm by police is eliminated. The coalition supports Bill 1921 because it furthers our goal of increasing transparency around police misconduct. However, we believe the bill can go further. First, the bill should require reports by the county attorney to the council and the county executive when a legal claim is filed against the county based on allegations of wrongdoing by a member of any law enforcement department. Second, the bill should require the county attorney to publish on its website information relating to all legal claims based on allegations of misconduct by a member of a law enforcement department. This information should go back for at least the past 5 years and should be regularly updated at all stages of litigation. Third, consistent with the Office of Legislative Oversight's recommendation, published information should include demographic information regarding the claimants and the employees accused of misconduct. Fourth, this bill should clarify that the county will abide by recent judicial precedent prohibiting police misconduct settlements from including non-disclosure agreements. It is often the case that we learn about serious allegations of police harm only because someone sued the county and the media reported on that suit. This happened with the Miller and the Falk Foster family held unlawfully on the side of the road for over an hour in 2019. It happened with the Palma family terrorized in their own home in 2020. And it happened with the 5-year-old boy who was brutalized by police at East Silver Spring Elementary School. We cannot rely on the media or wait until a case has been settled to learn about it. How can we hold our police and our elected officials accountable if we don't know about misconduct until the end of a long legal process? We appreciate this bill, but we urge you to adopt our recommended amendments so that both the public and our county leaders can have the information we need to advocate for our most vulnerable community members. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Caghari. Mr. President, that wraps up the speakers for this public hearing, and there are no speakers for the remaining public hearings.
Thank you, Ms. Caghari. Thank you, Ms. Kennedy. This public hearing is now closed. Item 11 is a public hearing on a supplemental appropriation to the county government's FY21 operating budget for the Department of General Services in the amount of $48,478,989 for COVID-19 response. Action is scheduled immediately following this hearing. There are no speakers, as Ms. Kennedy said. This public hearing is now closed. Is there a motion to approve the supplemental appropriation?
So moved.
Second. Pardon me. Who moved it? It's my bad speaker here.
Councilmember Navarro.
Councilmember Navarro moves, and Councilmember Rice seconds. Thank you. Got to get this fixed. All those in favor, please raise your hand. That is unanimous.
Aye.
Terrific. Okay. That is unanimous. Item 12 is a public hearing on a supplemental appropriation to the county government's FY21 operating budget for the Department of Health and Human Services in the amount of $75,441,056 for COVID-19 emergency expenses. Action is scheduled immediately following this hearing. There are no speakers. Public hearing is now closed. Is there a motion to approve this special appropriation?
I make the motion. It's Sidney. Yeah.
Councilmember Katz, thank you. Is there a second? Councilmember Rice, thank you, sir. This public is, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Thank you. That is unanimous. Councilmember Juando, are you with us?
Yes, yes, thank you.
I figured. Okay. Item 13 is a public hearing on a supplemental appropriation to the county government's FY21 operating budget for the Office of Emergency Management, Homeland Security in the amount of $250,299 for COVID response. Action is scheduled immediately following this hearing as well. There are no speakers and the public hearing is now closed. Is there a motion to approve?
I so move.
Councilmember Katz and
Second.
Councilmember Novato, seconds. All those in favor, please raise your hand.
Aye.
Great, thank you. That is unanimous. Item 14 is a public hearing on a supplemental appropriation to the county government's FY21 operating budget for the Public Information Office in the amount of $455,911 for COVID-19 response. Action is scheduled immediately following this hearing as well. There are no speakers and the public hearing is now closed. Is there a motion to approve this special supplemental appropriation?
So moved.
Councilmember Reamer.
Second.
Councilmember Katz, seconds. All those in favor, please raise your hand.
Aye.
Councilmember Juando is in. Okay, great. That is unanimous. Item 15 is a public hearing on a supplemental appropriation to the county government's operating budget for Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service in the amount of $12,356,000 for general personnel and operating costs. Action is scheduled immediately following this hearing as well. There are no speakers, and the public hearing is now closed. Is there a motion to approve this supplemental appropriation? Councilmember.
Second.
Councilmember Reamer, seconds. All those in favor, please raise your hand.
Aye.
That is 9. Council Vice President, you're in, right? Great. Okay. Don't want you left behind. Okay. Let's scratch here, folks. Item 16 is a public hearing on a special appropriation to Montgomery College's FY21 operating budget in the amount of $2,325,789 for the federal, state, and private contract fund. Action is scheduled immediately following this hearing. There are no speakers, and the public hearing is now closed. Is there a motion to approve this appropriation? Chairman Rice of the Powerful Education Committee moves, and is there a second?
Second. Friedson.
Member Friedson seconds. All those in favor, please raise your hand.
Aye.
Terrific. That's 9. That is unanimous. Supplemental appropriation passes. Good work, everyone. We are now